Some interesting stuff when it comes to Netflix that I'd like to show you guys. So this is their stock over a 5-day period. And I think that this is very interesting because you can see the high point was $5.20. This was back on September 4th. Now you watch it, it goes down, it comes back up, hits $5.16, then it shoots down to $4.98. But as you can see over the past couple of days, it's taken a pretty hard beating. Is this completely due to the whole cancel Netflix trend? It really is hard to say, though I do believe that that is a factor in this drop. Tech stocks are going down in general, but it's too hard to say that cancel Netflix doesn't have something to do with this. I think it likely is a factor in this for sure. They honestly haven't gone down that much from their high of 520, which is kind of sad. You would think maybe it would go down a little bit more, but I just don't know if maybe enough people are canceling their Netflix or not. There's a rumor going around that they've lost $9 billion. I really don't know where that money is coming from. It's tough to say if they've lost $9 billion. I would say a couple $100 million for sure, but $9 billion seems like a lot of money. Maybe there's a much better person at math that's doing the numbers here on the stock market. I don't know. Because you can't say that that comes from their subscriptions. There's no way to see how much money they're losing from subscriptions. I have no doubt that people are canceling their accounts. In fact, I know people likely are canceling their accounts because all you have to do is go and check out the hashtag Cancelnetflix, and people are still posting pictures of themselves deleting the app and canceling their subscriptions to the giant streaming platform. Every day, people are posting stuff. So I have no doubt that they're losing money. $9 billion, though, is a lot of money. See, here's one right here. Just in, Netflix loses $9 billion in market value amid the movie Cuties controversy as canceled Netflix trends. So that's going off of the stock market. Like I said, if that's totally accurate or not, I don't know. I'm not sure. But I do think it's very interesting how much money they've lost in the stock market. It kind of goes up and down. And I think when all of this blows over, it's likely going to go back up, unfortunately. The real place where they're going to get hit is in subscription loss. And I really am interested in how many people total have canceled their subscriptions over this. It's looking really bad for them. And like I said, every single day, there's people posting under this hashtag. Still, it doesn't trend like it did before. I wonder why that is. Jack probably made sure that it got hidden. But, I mean, you can take a look at some stuff that's out there to really see how the backlash for this is going. If you look over here on the official trailer, 1.8 million people have disliked this trailer. And surprisingly, they have not turned the comments off. I'm actually kind of shocked that they haven't turned the likes and the comments off for this. You'd think that they would. But they haven't. So you can get an idea here. You got 46,000 people here that have liked it. I'm sure many of them are in a special database. And then, of course, you've got the subscription petition here. Cancel Netflix subscription. This is just to cancel it. Don't forget, there's also a petition to just remove Cuties from Netflix. And this is almost to 600,000. The petition to cancel Netflix is at over 600,000. So that's a lot of people. And there is probably some overlap between these two petitions. There's a few more that have a lot of people that have signed them. I wonder how many unique people there are to this. That's a lot. There's a lot of people that are angry about this. And what does Netflix do? They just double down and tell you to watch it. It's against those things. It's against those things that Cuties is doing. Well, you could have done it without exploiting them. I'm just saying, You could have done it without doing that. I think that that's the argument that a lot of people make, and they're right. Most normal people, not down with this kind of stuff. And they seem more interested in pushing their message than making money. As you can see from this outlet, Cuties could lose Netflix hundreds of millions of dollars. Petitions urging Netflix users to cancel their subscriptions are attracting hundreds of thousands of signatures worldwide after the streaming service released Cuties. One petition alone urging users to band together and cancel our subscriptions has gathered more than 600K signatures. Please make the choice to prove to Netflix our children are more valuable than our entertainment and our money is spent better elsewhere. Kind of is. You know, I got to be honest. I've been doing a lot of watch parties over on Twitch, which are a lot of fun, by the way, because if you have Amazon Prime, you can actually watch it with me. So a lot of the ways that people do watch parties is they'll put a timer up and then you get your own copy. But over on Twitch, if you have Amazon Prime, you can actually watch it with the person hosting the movie. And I think that's a really cool idea. So I've been really getting to know the Amazon Prime library. And I got to be honest, there's a lot more stuff over there than what's on Netflix that I at least like to watch. Netflix is going downhill. They've kind of been going downhill for a while. If it wasn't for Cobra Kai, I would have nothing to watch on Netflix. There's nothing good over there. And their content is getting more and more woke. They did a deal with Prince Harry and his boss, Meghan Markle. And it's like, this isn't the kind of content that I really care about. That content is, of course, programming for kids, by the way. I'm sure that that's going to be wholesome entertainment. And it's just getting worse. Netflix is trash, and they've been trash for a while. And this movie right here really shows you just how trash they've become. And I'm telling you right now, this movie is going to win a ton of awards. You think Hollywood's going to ignore this movie that, of course, fits right into the things that they love? It's like this movie was made for upper Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? This movie was made for Hollywood executives. They love this stuff. This is a dream for them. So from Cuties to Big Mouth to other movies mocking religion and doing things to kids, Netflix is no longer the family-friendly streaming service I once believed it to be. Big Mouth, I hear, is a very nasty show, by the way. I've never seen it, but I've heard about it. And it's interesting that this never got traction. I guess it's animated, and maybe that's why. But Cuties seems to be the breaking point. Like I said, I don't know a lot about Big Mouth, so I can't comment on it, but I hear it's pretty nasty and worse than Cuties in some way. If that's true, then this is a long time coming. If the 600K signatures translate to 600K unsubscriptions from their standard streaming plan at $12.99 a month, that would at least cost Netflix $7.8 million a month and over $93 million every year. That's one heck of a licensing fee. And that's another point right there that I like to point out. The licensing fee, okay, they didn't actually pay to make Cuties. They licensed it. So they probably only paid like $1 million for the licensing fee. If even that, they probably only paid a couple $100,000 if you want to be if you want to be truthful about it. I don't know because that's not public. But the point is, like, they could easily just count this as a loss and take it off their catalog, but they're not willing to do it. They're losing tons of money on the stock market and quite a bit of money in subscriptions. They've probably lost more than it would be worth to keep that movie up at this point, but they are just keeping it. They don't care. They're like, well, the message is clear here. We want to push this agenda over making money. Well, that message is getting them a lot of notice. Several people in Congress have taken notice, by the way. And I want to point out that thankfully it's from both sides of the aisle. It's very bipartisan. It's not just Ted here and people in Ted's party. It's people from both parties. And I'm glad to see that. I like to see people coming together. However, journalists, though, they keep going after it. You can see here from Slate, this is from a few days ago, the creepy conservative obsession with cuties. And this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to push it, trying to make it look like it's, it's only people from the right. If you're from the left, you might find something you like here, which is not true. People from the left also think that this is a terrible, terrible pile of trash. But yet they keep pushing this narrative, and it's going to backfire in their face because, well, Tim Pool actually did a really good video talking about that, where he talked about how this is pretty much going to blow up in their face and it's going to make them look really stupid. And it's already making them look really stupid. They get ratioed and just trashed all the time on Twitter when they post stuff like this. All those journalists and blue check marks are going crazy over this movie. And it's, in a lot of ways, it's really just to go after the orange man, I think, in some ways. It's truly disgusting. You think everybody would be united on this, that this is garbage. Anyway, that's all I got. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, if you could like and share, especially share. If you want to do anything to help me out, sharing my videos is the biggest thing you could do, because YouTube's not doing it. So sharing helps a lot. Liking and commenting also helps a lot. Also, make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.